Dear student, how are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am fine. Welcome to my class provided by Sirazganj Power Development Board, Sirazganj. I am going to introduce you Muhammad Abdur Razzaq, Assistant Teacher in English, Sirazganj Power Development Board, Secondary School. I will take class on English for today, class 9-10, subject English first paper. Look at the pictures. Who can you see in the pictures? Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and his family members. Dear student, so today we will know Bangabandhu's family in 1971. Unit on listen on. Learning outcomes. After we have studied this lesson, we will be able to read and understand text, narrate incidents and events in a logical sequence, answer the questions, tell stories. Dear student, before reading the text, I will give you some instruction about Bangabandhu, a short reading idea about his family. A name of dream, a name of struggle, a name of history. When we utter this name, his long struggling life frequently comes in our mind. He spent most of the time of his life in prison for the independence of Bangladesh. A legendary leader, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Look at the picture. He and his family had to pass through a critical time from pre-liberation period due to his political career. In absence of him, his family's condition became worsened in 1971 because he was imprisoned in Pakistan that time. Dear student, now look at the some vocabulary and their meaning. Barricade means obstruction. Indiscriminately means having no restriction. Declaration means announcement. Agitated means restless. Suspect means a friend. Another vocabulary, vendors means seller. Pretending means assuming. Disguise means a means of altering one's appearance to conceal one's identity. Captivity means state of being kept as a prisoner. Dear student, now take your textbook and read the text and try to answer the questions that follow. It was the night of 25th March 1971. There was a full of quietness at Bangabandhu's home at Dhanmondi, road number 32 throughout the day. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and his family members could apprehend that something tragic was going to happen. March 26 night. Gunshots were heard around the city. Bangabandhu's eldest son, Sheikh Kamal, was out of home for forming barricades against the Pakistan army, who had been killing people indiscriminately that night. Bangabandhu decided to send the guards of the family to a safer place for the night, and he gave their responsibility to his son-in-law, Mr. Wajid Ali. Bangabandhu's daughter Sheikh Hasina, who was expecting a baby soon, along with her sister Sheikh Rehana and her cousin Farida, were sent to a house at road number 15, Dhanmondi, for that night. Bangabandhu's wife, Begum Fazilatun-Nisa Mujib, stayed with him. Another picture about the text. Just before midnight, Bangabandhu sent the Declaration of Independence to Mr. Johur Ahmed Chaudhuri at Chittagong via wireless at the darkest part of that night. The Pakistan army surrounded his home and started firing at random. The situation agitated Bangabandhu Mas, and he asked them to stop. But soon he was instructed to get ready to go with them. Begum Mujib packed his necessary belongings. Next picture, Bangabandhu. After Bangabandhu left, she was at a loss what to do and where to go with her children. However, being a supportive wife of the great leader all through her life, she soon pulled up her mental strength, but her anxiety continued till the end of the war. The next day, Begum Mujib had to leave house number 32 with her children and other members of her house. During the next couple of months, they moved from one shelter to another in search of a safer place. During their stay in those places, some people came forward to helping them while some refused to give them shelter for fear of their own safety. Sheikh Kamal. When their profession ran short, Sheikh Kamal, who had already joined the Liberation War, came to them in disguise and delivered some money. Some very close people also supported their family with money and foodstuff. So far, the family members were ignorant about Bangabandhu's condition. Suddenly, they came to know that he was alive and had been taken to Pakistan. Begum Mujib started to keep contact with Awami League leaders, but soon the family was taken to Dhanmondi, house number 18, by the Pakistani army and kept under house arrest. However, people would come to their home with valuable information in disguise of vendors. Also, some would throw pieces of washed paper with important information written on them. In the month of May, the same year, Pakistan Army set fire to Bangabandhu's Tungipara home in front of his parents. A young man from the village protested the evil deed and was shot dead. Both parents of Bangabandhu fell ill in October and were admitted to PG hospital. Begum Mujib and her family were allowed to visit them 2 or 3 times a week for 1 hour. However, that created the opportunity for them to establish a better communication with the freedom fighters. Begum Mujib was extremely worried about the children, especially her daughter Sheikh Hasina, because of her health condition. However, she was not allowed by the Pakistani rulers to be with her daughter Sheikh Hasina. When she was admitted to hospital, Mr. Wajid Mia and Bangabandhu's second son, Sheikh Jamal, accompanied with Sheikh Hasina to the hospital. Bangabandhu's younger sister, pretending to be a hospital attendant, entered the hospital and looked after her niece. Sheikh Hasina, with her son, Sojibazid Joy, and her brother, Sheikh Jamal. Sheikh Hasina was blessed with a baby boy on 27 July, who was later named Sojibazid Joy. As the Pakistan army often used to threaten Sheikh Jamal that they would hang him upside down, he, finding an opportunity, fled from the hospital and joined the freedom fighters. Picture about finally the victory day arrived. There was joy everywhere, but Bangabandhu's family was yet to be freed from captivity. The Pakistani occupation forces were still cordoning Bangabandhu's house and firing at people rushing over there, chanting Joy Bangla, the invigorating slogan of the Bengalis. But they fled the next morning when the Indian army came to rescue the family. Sheikh Jamal returned home in the afternoon, while Sheikh Kamal returned home the next day. Nevertheless, the biggest anxiety of the family persisted. Bangabandhu was yet to be released from Pakistani prison, and they didn't know when that great moment would arrive and how. This our source, Sheikh Rehana একান্ত আলাপচারিতা অন্তরঙ্গ আলা বঙ্গবন্ধুর পরিবার বাই সঞ্চিতা. Dear student, look at list the 5 ways how to Pakistan army tortured Bangabandhu's family. The Pakistani army made his family panic stricken by firing at random at the night of 25th March 1971 and compelled to leave house number 32. Number 2, they kept this family under house arrest and did not allow them to contact with their near and dear on. Number 3, the army set fire to Bangabandhu's house at Tungipara in front of his parents. When his parents fell ill and admitted in the hospital, they did not allow the family members to stay with them always. They were allowed to visit 2 or 3 times per week for an hour. Number 5, when Sheikh Hasina admitted in hospital for giving birth of her first child, they didn't allow her mother to stay beside her. Even at that time, they were continuously threatening Sheikh Jamal that they would hang him upside down. Dear student, now I am giving you some question about the text. Why was the family anxious on the 25th March night in 1971? The answer is the family was anxious on the 25th March night in 1971 as they could apprehend that something tragic was going to happen. Question number 2. Where did Bangabandhu send the girls on that night? The answer is Bangabandhu sent the girls on that night to a safer place, a house road number 15, Dhanmondi, for safety purpose. Question number 3. How did the family communicate with people or freedom fighters while they were under house arrest? Answer number 3 is when the family was under house arrest, people come to this family and communicate with them in disguise of vendors and provide them valuable information. Some also would throw pieces of waste paper with information. Question number 4. How did the Pakistani army scare Jamal? How did Sheikh Jamal manage to flee from captivity? Answer is the Pakistani army scared Sheikh Jamal by threatening him hanging upside down. Jamal fled from captivity by getting a chance while Sheikh Hasina was admitted in hospital for giving birth of her first child. Question number 5. How do you explain Bangabandhu's family's contribution to liberation war? Bangabandhu's family had gone through serious hardship during the time of liberation war. Their life was under threat. They were under house arrest, so they could not able to maintain their normal lifestyle. Their lives became more vulnerable when Sheikh Kamal and Sheikh Jamal joined the liberation war. Dear student, you have been given some question and you have also seen and tried to utmost clearly after the class. Evaluation by giving some true or false questions. Whether the sentence are true or false. Give correct information if a statement is false. Number 1. Begum Mujib went to a safer place at Dhanmondi at the night on 25th March 1971. False. Correct answer. Begum Mujib stayed with Bangabandhu at their own house. Number 2 question. Bangabandhu had declared the independence of Bangladesh before he was arrested by Pakistan army. True. Nobody stood beside the family of Bangabandhu during liberation war. It is false. Correct answer. Some very close people stood beside the family of Bangabandhu during liberation war. Dear student, question number 4. Bangabandhu's parents became very sick soon after the Pakistan army had set fire to their home at Tungibara. The answer is true. Number 5. After liberation war was over, Sheikh Kamal and Sheikh Jamal both returned home on the same day. Is it true or false? Yes, it is false. After liberation war was over, Sheikh Jamal returned home on the victory day and Sheikh Kamal returned home the next day. Dear student, you have been evaluated, given some true or false. So, dear student, try to understand the pages given from me at home. Now, I am going to give you homework. Write a short paragraph on the suffering of people during liberation war. So, dear student, thank you. Stay home, remain safe. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz.